Welcome back to 33-year-old boomer ranting in his room. What programming language should you learn first? Let's talk about it. So I posted a poll on my channel and I asked you guys, what do you think your first language should be? Should it be Python/Ruby? Should it be C/Pascal? Should it be JavaScript? Or should it be HTML? Which of course we all know that HTML is the right answer. Surprisingly, you guys agree with me, and I was fully expecting for everyone to say Python/Ruby. And I don't think that's the right answer. I'll tell you why. When I was a wee lad, when I first started learning programming, I was about 7. And the first program that I ever wrote was actually in BASIC. I was on these, what are they called, like Ice Felix HC2000 machines, which were Romanian ripoffs of a ZX Spectrum. They had no internal storage. You had to use floppy disks to save your program to. And if I remember correctly, you couldn't even edit the code. You would type it line by line, and then once you sent the line, it would go up, and that was it. You couldn't access it anymore. And I remember our teacher, she taught us how to draw a flower. Ah, that was very nice. We draw a flower on a very green screen. When I first properly started learning programming, I learned in Pascal. And I think that was an invaluable opportunity. The reason why I say this is because languages like Pascal or C, of course, Pascal isn't quite as low level as C. However, languages like that, which don't hold your hand, languages which don't have I don't know if Pascal has a dot sort, but I wasn't introduced to it when I was first learning this. And so because of that, I had to figure out how to do things that these prepackaged methods or functions would do for you in something like Python. And so if I wanted to sort an array of numbers, I had to implement bubble sort from scratch. If I wanted to do anything, I had to implement it myself. And if you're working commercially, obviously you shouldn't need to do this. However, there is a difference between programming professionally and learning how to program. And I think that when you're learning how to program, this is the best time to learn some really fundamental stuff, because you're never too good for the basics. Always remember that from your friend Christian, Speak Machine. Always remember that I told you that you're never too good for the basics. I think that there is something that you miss out on if you learn Python or Ruby first. So much of what happens gets abstracted away from you. Hey, I just told Ruby to sort this array for me. That's fine. That's great. That's what else? What's happening? The computer just sorts it for you, dude. That's it. That's all that happens. It's just the CPU just knows how to sort things. There's definitely not a huge amount of abstraction between me and what actually happens. And that's the point, right? You should understand what happens when you execute something. In fact, I would argue that you should learn how CPUs work at a much more fundamental level. So recently I started a thing where I'm learning how to program, like the boomers did. There's videos right here, I think, where I'm learning from books. I'm reading from books that were written before I was born. Which is pretty funny. I'm learning from books, and what I'm doing in the process is I'll read something, and if I find something interesting, I'll distill it into a flashcard, because I think that memorizing things is important. I'll make a video about that at some point if you're curious. But I think that memorizing things is important. I think that we discount the value of memorization, especially as people who have the engineer type brains. And so in the process of reading, understanding, grokking, thank you Heinlein for that term. The book's probably Stranger in a Strange Land. It's probably somewhere in here. I don't know. Should I find it? Would that be a funny meme if I found Stranger in a Strange Land? What the heck, Rooney? Where is it? I've read it, so I have to have it. It has to be somewhere here. Okay, I literally can't find it. Imagine that this is A Stranger in a Strange Land. And you're reading it and you're learning about the word grok. So what was I even talking about? Something about grokking? So you read a page, I read a page, I understand it, and then I summarize various aspects of it into flashcards. And I'll probably make a video showing how I make my flashcards at some point. But by doing this, you learn a lot. You learn about how computers work at a fundamental level. You learn what's happening. You learn about all the abstraction that some nerd, probably in California or like somewhere in like the southwest of the United States, or like the west, somewhere in the western half of the United States. Also could be on the East Coast, somewhere in the United States. Also could be in Finland or Sweden, somewhere in the Western world, most likely. Abstracted all of that away for you so that you don't have to worry about it, so that you can build things faster. And that works if you already know all this stuff. The problem is that this also domesticates the people who never had to learn this. This worked fantastically well for the boomers because the boomers already knew all this stuff, so it made sense for them to abstract away a lot of this stuff. But then came the millennials, my generation. Gen X is like kind of like, they weren't quite as affected, but millennials were definitely affected. We grew up with Google. And so we could have all this abstraction and we never had to understand how it worked. And now you have Gen Z and Gen Alpha who are completely cooked. They grew up with LLMs. And they're just done. It never even began for them. Look, this is called boomer ranting, okay? It's okay, I'm allowed to rant. What was I even talking about? Something about, so learning, so C, abstraction. You should learn how CPUs work at a more fundamental level. You should learn what happens. Like, when you declare a variable, where does that go? What is the stack? What is the heap? What are those? What are those? And I'm in a very giddy mood today. You should learn how these things work. You should learn what a computer does behind the scenes. Because if you do that, you can write more performant code. That's a word, performant. More stable code. I don't know if you should write clean code. I don't know what that means, but you can write. You'll be a better engineer, I think. In my humble opinion, you're probably going to be smarter if you do all these things, and that's what I'm doing myself. That's what I'm personally doing right now. I'm nerding out. I'm reading books written by nerds in California, probably. I'm not using Google. I'm not using LLMs, at least for the process of learning. I'm trying to figure these things out the hard way, like your granddad. If you're watching this, your granddad had to learn this way. So did your dad, your mom, I don't know, whoever. Both of my granddads were engineers, not software engineers, but engineers. And they didn't have the jippities. They had to learn like I am doing right now with books. What even is this? Wait, what was the topic of this video? Oh yeah, C, right. What language should you learn first? So I think that you should learn something like C, something like Pascal, something more low level, something that doesn't quite hold your hand, something that abstracts things to a much smaller degree than something, because obviously C also abstracts a bunch of stuff. It's, it's very difficult not to, because if you otherwise you're just doing assembly, and I guess even that technically abstracts stuff, because you're giving instructions, but you're not the one physically moving things into registers, are you? You're not moving things into CPU registers, so technically assembly is also abstracted. Think about that for a second. There is no escaping the abstraction unless you become like a photon or something. I don't know. The ultimate programmer. You can control the flow of electricity. Is that like a mutant in the X-Men or something that can control electricity? He'd be the ultimate programmer. I guess Storm, technically. Storm from X-Men, the 97 version, not the other cringe versions. She's the ultimate programmer.